Hey everybody, how's it going? We're continuing the series where I talk about my favorite fragrance from each house, and today we're highlighting Dolce and Gabbana, and my favorite scent from them is Light Blue Intense for women. And this one completely blows out the Light Blue Intense for men, the OG Light Blue for women, the regular Light Blue for men, King, the one EDP, the only one, the masculine, feminine ones like that. They do not compare to this scent for me personally. And if you're wondering, well, what's the difference between this one and the original? Honestly, longevity. This lasts on me over 8 hours. The original lasted on me maybe like 4 to 5 hours. So I like that this is a fresh, clean fragrance. It smells like lemon, there's apple, there's musk, but there's definitely a lot of sexiness that comes with this fragrance. And like I've said so many times, this one is completely unisex. It'll smell amazing on women. It smells fantastic on guys. And I say it all the time. If you're a guy looking to get Light Blue Intense, honestly, I wouldn't even look at the masculine one. I would just go straight to the one for women, because the masculine one, to me, this is my opinion, all right? It smells like your typical Ralph Lauren type of cologne. It's fresh and clean, don't get me wrong, but it's not fresh, clean, sexy like this one is. There's just a lot of fresh fragrances or fresh colognes that smell like it. So yes, it'll be nice, but to me, it's just not that great. It kind of blends into the background with all the other fragrances, like 99% of fresh colognes made for guys that you can find at Macy's, Ulta, Sephora, all that stuff. With King, didn't really find it to be that memorable. With Dolce Gabbana, the only one for women, yes, it's like a sexy date night fragrance, and they have the same for the guys, the not Light Blue, the Dolce Gabbana, the one EDP. And that one's nice. I actually gave that one to my cousin, but I just live where it's a lot warmer, so this is my go-to. And on top of that, I'm just not a fan of the poor longevity for Dolce Gabbana, the one EDP. Now, this was my first fresh signature scent fragrance. I remember getting this back in December of 2020. It was a Christmas gift, and I was super excited because I've heard so much about this fragrance and I've never smelled it before. So it was really funny because the day before, like on Christmas Eve, somebody gave me Dolce Gabbana Light Blue, and I was already hyped. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I will say the cap, like to get it off, it was a struggle, right? But then the next day, somebody gave me this one, and I was over the moon. And as you can see, I have used a lot of this fragrance, and it's just something that really brightens my mood. You know, this is a scent that makes me happy. I've worn this all 4 seasons. Like, there has not been a season that I haven't worn this and tried it because it was too poor in performance. Like I've said, this has lasted on me over 8 hours. I've gotten compliments on this fragrance 8 hours after I wore it. This is like my go-to beach fragrance when I'm like going on like a beach trip or something like that. You know, this is the one that I'll bring with me because I'm not really too worried if the bottle breaks. You know, I love Elysium, and I've brought it with me, don't get me wrong, but this is just, you can kind of see like the scuffs and the scratches on the bottle of this because I have brought it with me pretty much everywhere that was a tropical location if I had to like stay there for a few days or a couple days. So this scent has just a very special place in my heart. And what I like is that with a lot of citrusy fragrances, it gets a little bit like the line kind of, how do I say this? Sometimes with like the lemony citrusy fragrances, a lot of people associate them with bathroom cleaner, but what I like about Light Blue Intense is it has that apple, and the apple has like a sort of tartness and a touch of sweetness, and then it has that musk, so it really balances out this fragrance, and it doesn't just go full-blown citrus mode, you know? Now, if you are getting like an alcoholic smell with this fragrance, I've made a video on how to properly test a scent when you're out at these retail stores, you know, doing the free testers, because a lot of people have the tendency to spray it super close to their wrist. I've seen this multiple times. They'll spray super close, and then the fragrance is just running down their wrist, and then they just rub it in, or they smell it like that, and it doesn't really give the scent any time to develop. So if you are going to test the fragrance Literally just hold it from a distance and let the spray mist onto your wrist or the test strip that you're using. So by the time it comes up to your nose, you get what the fragrance is actually supposed to smell like. Because if you just spray it up close, either on a test strip or on your wrist, you will get an alcohol smell, because that is like, and you just don't be thrown off by that, you know? So please just literally give it some distance, and you'll be able to smell the way this fragrance is supposed to be. And that goes for all scents, all right? But another thing about Light Blue Intense that stuck out to me is, before I had this fragrance cabinet, I used to have my scents on top of like this desk. And whenever I have people come over, they're like, yeah, we want to see your fragrance collection. We heard about what you do. I've had guys, girls come over and just like smell a bunch of my fragrances. And what I do is I just let them sniff around, and I don't tell them, oh, this is for guys, this is for girls, you tell me what you think. There is no preconceived notion of who is supposed to wear these fragrances. So I remember there was this girl, both a guy and a girl, came into my room, and the girl smelled this, and she was like, oh, I love this fragrance. And she decided to wear it. And then the guy smelled this, and he was like, oh man, are you giving that one away? Can I have that scent? And pretty much at the end, when I asked them, okay, out of everything you've smelled, and they smelled niche, they've smelled the designer scents, I said, what was your favorite? And both of them pointed to Light Blue Intense. And then that's when I said, this is actually the feminine one. And that actually surprised the guy, because they're like, what? That didn't smell feminine to me. So please, I know that a lot of people get really scared when they see that it's labeled and marketed as a woman's fragrance, but it's literally just a label. Like, you try whatever you want to try, because you're going to be missing out on a lot of heat if you're just scared of writing on a bottle, you know what I mean, or on a box. But what I'll do is I'll put a discount link where you can find this fragrance in the description below. I think last time I saw it in stores, when I was talking to the associate, they had it for like $105, $110, something like that. But then with the discount link, I saw it for like $85, $88, so that can help you save some money. And if you live in a different country outside of the United States, it does global shipping. So it really doesn't matter where you live. You can access this discount link, and you can get whatever fragrance you want sent to you. So it's all good. But yeah, you let me know what your favorite fragrance from Dolce & Gabbana is. This is the very first one, or the second one that I tried, because I tried the original light blue first for women. But out of all of them that I've tried, nothing has compared to this one right here. All right, again, the discount link for global shipping in the description below. Let me know what your favorite scent is from this house, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.